where can I go? Is there a phone number? I probably wouldn't go to a website necessarily, although I suppose I could walk into a library somewhere and say, I want to sit on the computer and try some things out.
Yeah.
I may go looking. I may just type homelessness or homeless veteran and see where I end up. Who do I contact? How do I reach out to somebody?
So oftentimes you're sitting there in your car, you might be thinking, am I going to have to drive to a medical center? Is that what I do? And then you might drive there and you realize that the homeless social worker is not sitting there waiting for you to walk in. And really that's not going to be helpful to you. It's going to be very frustrating. And then they're going to be like, well, somebody's going to call you. And so we really encourage veterans, if you're in that situation, to call the homeless hotline. It's Help for Homeless Veterans. The number is 1-877-424-3838. And that is staffed 24/7 and has individuals who will ask you a bunch of questions just to understand which state you're coming from, and then they send an alert to that medical center in your state to the homeless team, and that initiates a process where they're going to reach out to you.
So every state has this. I don't have to worry. It's different in this state than it is in that state. Okay.
So it's one call center, and they know who to initiate that response to.
Okay, great. And you talked about an alert. What's that alert? What is that? What are we talking about there?
When a veteran calls the homeless call center, they send an email alert to the point of contact for the VA homeless team. And it indicates that a veteran who is currently experiencing homelessness has called the call center. And that requires a response where the team has to log in, look at the information, and then the response is that they need to attempt to contact that veteran. We have to make up to 3 attempts, and it's really about trying to find that person. Oftentimes, if the person is already known to the homeless team, we're able to then, through our coordinated entry system, be able to reach out to other non-VA service providers that might also know of this veteran. So even though we might not connect with the person by phone, we have a network of state providers that can help us get connected. I was going to ask,
so I call this number and they must ask me questions about how can we reach you?
And how can we reach you?
I'm thinking, well, I'm homeless. Yeah. You can't. But there's obviously ways that this happens.
Usually they will ask for a good phone number. Oftentimes they'll want to know if this is if you're not the veteran calling, because sometimes family members, other workers in the field, maybe a case manager for a medical facility is calling. What they want to know is the number that we're going to call, can we leave a message for the veteran? And can that message be given to the veteran? That's great networking. So even though that number is for the veteran to call, it's also for other family members and other providers to call. And also, if we know where the veteran might be staying, that's also very helpful too. So if a person calls and they're like, well, I'm at this shelter. Well, that's great. We already know we have collaborations with our shelters. So then the homeless team can reach out to that shelter if they can't get the person on the phone.
I see. That's good. All right. So what are the resources that the homeless team could provide to a person or a veteran calling this hotline?
For veterans who are experiencing homelessness, when I talk about that coordinated entry system, basically the medical centers, homeless teams work with providers across the state. And so we have a list of homeless shelters that have that work with us that will accept veteran applications. We also have VA transitional housing. It's a temporary housing. That doesn't meet the immediate need, though, for the veteran. So we do work with the emergency shelters to get the person off the streets, out of their cars. And so that way they can have a warm bed, a meal, and a hot shower.
Okay. All right. So I've made my call. I've been referred on, and now you're contacting me. So I guess how does that go from there? So I've made my call, and I say I can be called at this number. It's my brother's, and you call me back. And do we you're going to meet me for coffee, or, where am I going next? So am I going right to the medical center to meet up with you, or is it all going to be a phone call?
Veterans who do need to meet with us face-to-face so we can complete a homeless assessment, usually the VA homeless team member can meet with the veteran in person at the emergency shelter, or we can do a video connect appointment with the veteran. The emergency shelters, their staff, they can help with that. Or if a veteran has their own smartphone, they can do a video appointment by their phone if they have strong connection to Wi-Fi somewhere. The homeless assessment is really where we get to identify the circumstances that are happening with the veteran, what some of their needs are, and then we can make some recommendations and suggestions to the potential resources where the veteran decides and agrees which referrals or follow-up they would like to take.
You have questions about your VA benefits, and the SITREP has the answers. Visit any of our 4 YouTube playlists that specifically cover VA healthcare, VA disability, VA home loans, and specialty topics. Choose from any of our playlists and connect with the benefits you earned and deserve.